Hey everybody, this is David at Barnyard Bees. Today we are installing some leftover packages. As it's getting later in the year, sometimes we overguess how many packages we'll need, and when there's some left over, we have to put them in the yard. So that's what I'm doing today. And here's a little idea for you if you install packages anytime, or if you install a number of packages. I have, of course, you've seen the video where I've made 3 or 4 of these now about the hanging queen, and these work excellent. I just had to hang this up. It's not been literally 3 minutes. But what I've been doing also is the cage that you shake the bees from, put it directly underneath the queen, and it'll also have a lot of pheromones in that cage, along with the pheromones that's on the queen itself. Now I got one hanging here, and I think I probably installed about 12 or 14, I believe, something like that, today. So just some leftovers that we had to do something with, and we can't let them just die, so we take them, we put them in the yard. So I got one hanging right here, and then I got one hanging over here. Now this is something new that I've done with the cages. I just now started doing this, and it seems like it really attracts those bees a lot faster. This one's probably been up maybe 45 minutes, maybe a half hour, something like that. And you just group the cages right underneath. There's 8 of them here. And that pheromone from the smell of all those bees, I mean, they don't have to smell like a queen, remember that. I mean, they do a little bit, but also just the smell of the bees will attract the other bees around as well. So if you look, it's almost like a swarm where I've installed some of those bees. Look how they're coming right to that tree, and it's almost like they are in swarm mode, which they really are. Packages are basically in swarm mode. That's just, you're creating a swarm when you put them in a package and took them away from their colony. So that's what we got right here. Now also, I'm going to show you what they're doing here as well. Now this may possibly be another swarm. I'm just now noticing this right here. This is just now collecting right up here. So when you get a lot of bees flying from leftover packages that never made it into the hive, because when you install a package, 100% of the bees do not end up in the hive. They end up probably 80%, and probably 20% of them fly. And that's the whole reason that we put out these extra queens like that. So, but when you do get a lot of bees flying like that, you can trigger other hives to swarm, because they're in a swarm mode basically. And when they come across some of those other hives, those other colonies, they can swarm as well. I've seen it happen. It happens a lot. And a lot of times that's how in a big yard you'll end up with several queens, because you'll have more than one swarm end up on a limb. So that's kind of how that works. It's like they're triggered. And I'm not sure if a queen come out of this colony right here, but one thing that did happen that I know for sure is I installed a package right there. Well, right here was a queen right hive. Now, those bees started clustering on the other side of this colony right here, and down the bricks. It could have possibly triggered that hive to swarm. And now they're going up on this limb right here. So then I got that little swarm right there, which there may not be a queen in it. It may just be some of these loose bees. I'm not sure yet. And then I got my artificial barnyard bee homemade swarm right here. So you can see the line where I got the queen in, and they're collecting really fast on this. I know I've made a few videos on this. When I come across something I think's going to do excellent, I like to pass it on and keep it in people's heads to try this, because I'm telling you, this works. You will not be disappointed in how well this works. So that's about it. I just wanted to show you that. I need to do something with a little swarm up there and see what's inside of it. So I just wanted to show you that little hint about the boxes underneath the cages that they come in, the 3-pound cages, and it'll help attract that pheromone up to the queen as well. I mean, because it was faster today. When I put those boxes on, it was like they was on there really quick and fast. So we'll let these run to the end of the day. This one, I'm gonna shake this up here and see what's in that one. So that's about it. Don't forget, click on the little bell, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching Barnyard Bees.